Hey, it's 12:15.
Y'all already know what time it is. What it do?
What it do indeed. I'm Sonia Russell, co-founder and CEO of Special Sauce.
And I am King David Lee Walker Jr., co-founder and chief strategy officer of Special Sauce. And we are ready, y'all.
We are ready. It is World Meditation Day.
Let's get it.
Yeah, we're going to get in here today. If you are just meeting us, Blackfulness is a mindfulness app designed for and by Black folks with stress reduction and healing justice in mind. And while we are unapologetically focused on the Black experience, it's not exclusionary. Everybody needs what we are offering.
Say it one more again.
Everybody.
One more time for the people.
Everybody needs what we're offering.
Come on now.
So, it's Mental Health Awareness Month as well. And in consideration of that, we are actually doing our daily mindfulness practices, 12:15 Pacific time, so that you can get your mind right in under 15 minutes a day.
It don't take all day, y'all.
It don't take all day. It does take consistency.
And intention and commitment.
And intention and commitment, but it don't take all day.
Not all day.
It don't take all day. Nah. So, we are going to invite you to be with us on all the socials. Everywhere you can find us, we're Blackfulness.
2 L's.
2 L's.
Holler at us.
2 L's.
Bow.
And just be with us where we can. We are getting into the practice today is for observing difficult emotions. There's a lot going on in the world right now. Yeah. And yes, being part of a group that is targeted just for our very existence is hard. Right? And
it's
so
stressful.
And stressful. Stressful AF. Yes. And so we are leaning into what it means to observe difficult emotions and just kind of be with it. Yeah. Like it's just not we're just kind of be with it. But so like we do for practice every day, we're going to start with 3 deep breaths. So we're going to breathe in through our nose. We're going to hold it for as long as is comfortable. And then we're going to slowly exhale through the mouth. We're going to take 3 of those deep breaths. And then we're going to jump right into our practice. So, just be comfortable. And we're going to start by breathing in through the nose. Let's go. Breathe in. Hold it. And release. Our second breath, breathe in. Hold it and release. Our third breath, breathe in, hold it and release. And now let's get into practice observing difficult emotions.
Observing difficult emotions. This exercise can help when you're having an emotion that's uncomfortable or unpleasant. When starting out with this practice, pick a time when you're having an emotion that's strong enough that you recognize you're having it, but not so strong that you're feeling overwhelmed by it. After you get some practice with this exercise, you may want to try it with stronger emotions. For this practice, sit or lie down. Close your eyes or keep your eyes open. If you keep your eyes open, let your eyes relax and your gaze fall in front of you. Now, take a moment to turn your attention to something that's troubling you. This can be something that's not the way you want it to be. If you're just starting to practice this exercise, it's best to choose something that's not huge or too intense, but something you have a definite reaction to. The situation can be a relationship issue, an issue at work, a setback, or a health problem. Maybe there's an inconsiderate neighbor or coworker you've been having issues with. Or maybe there's something that you don't like about yourself. There's no wrong choice. Whatever you choose is going to be right for this practice. Once you've identified a situation or issue, See if you can identify the emotion you're experiencing. Is there anger, fear, sadness, impatience, confusion? What would you call it? If you're having more than one emotion, just pick one at this time. If you're having trouble identifying the emotion, sit for a moment and pay attention to your physical sensations and thoughts. For example, when we're angry, our bodies tend to feel hot and tense. When we're sad, we may feel fatigue and have low energy. Ultimately, see if you can give a name to an emotion you are having. Now that you've identified the emotion, imagine putting that emotion 5 feet in front of you. Imagine that for just a few minutes, you're going to put the emotion outside of yourself so that you can look at it. Allow yourself just a bit of distance so that you can observe the emotion. Now that the emotion is out in front of you, answer the following questions. If your emotion had a size, what size would it be? If your emotion had a shape, what shape would it be? If your emotion had a color, what color would it be? Is there a texture, weight, movement, or anything else you can observe about the emotion? Once you've answered these questions, imagine the emotion out in front of you. It has the size, shape, color, and any other attributes you gave it. Just watch it for a few moments and recognize it for what it is. When you're ready, let the emotion return to its original place inside you. Notice what it feels like to allow the emotion to return inside of you. Now that we're at the end of this practice, take a moment to reflect on what you noticed about your experience. Did you notice any change in the emotion when you got a little distance from it? What about changes to your reaction to the emotion? Were you surprised by its size, shape, and color? As we finish, we invite you to practice this exercise several times a week. After a month, see if you notice any changes in how you relate to your emotions, and if it helps you to be more accepting of your emotions over time.
Now, let's take one more deep breath. giving the practice a chance to land in our bodies. So together on 3, we'll breathe in. 1, 2, 3, breathe in. And release. Now, if you have a couple of moments to stay in the practice, we encourage that you do that because this is a beautiful way to lean into self-care, and we're grateful that you're here and thankful that you're leaning into self-care. And we know that there's business that needs to be taken care of. Get back to it. Get back at it. Go handle business. But thank you. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for leaning into self-care. Thank you for leaning into the noise of life with us, right? Because life is always going to be happening.
That's right.
And remember, our app has your back. And we'll see you back here tomorrow where we are going to have a guided experience on senses, images, feelings, and thoughts. Sift through the bullshit, right? So we can get to that place of mindfulness and peacefulness.
That's right.
We appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
We thank y'all. And we'll catch you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Peace.